Welcome back to Yogi Foods, the show where we take healthy recipes and try them out for the first time, or we take not so healthy recipes and see if we can make them better for us. Today is going to be a breakfast option, but it's also one that you can use as a grab-and-go snack. We're going to be making peanut butter chocolate chip energy balls. So an energy ball, if you think about a really healthy homemade granola bar and then just ball it up in the size of like a meatball, that's basically what this is. The recipe that I found had a lot of other options for flavors too, like coconut cranberry, lemon zest. I think one was just basic chocolate chip, or one was just peanut butter. Playing it safe today, doing peanut butter and chocolate chip flavor. We're going to be needing a food processor or a NutriBullet if you have one of those. Either one of those is going to work. The ingredients for the actual energy balls is half a cup of rolled oats, a quarter cup of chocolate chips. We're going to need 3 pre-pitted dates. I didn't buy pitted dates, so I had to take the pits out myself, which is fine. They're just really sticky. Quarter cup of peanut butter, half a tablespoon of chia seeds, maple syrup or honey, and cinnamon and water too, later on in the recipe. So let's talk about the ingredients for a minute. Chia seeds are ones that we've used in the past. They're really healthy. They're high in fiber, high in antioxidants. Fiber is really good for your heart health and digestive health, and it's harder for your body to digest, or it takes longer and more energy for it to digest, so it keeps you full for longer. Antioxidants are helpful in fighting against free radicals, which are unused molecules that come up after your body breaks down food, and they kind of bounce around in your system and they can cause damage to your cells. They are also linked to certain diseases like heart disease and cancer and a few other things, according to the Mayo Clinic. So antioxidants help break those free radicals down, so it can also have a type of anti-aging property to it. We're going to be using maple syrup for ours today instead of honey. Honey and maple syrup don't have very significant differences depending on what your goals are for like with every other ingredient. I wrote down a few notes. As far as carbs go, honey has 17.4 grams of carbs and maple syrup has 13.5 grams of carbs. According to the internet, most of the carbs in honey are simple sugars, which are not as good for you as complex sugars, which is what maple syrup is made of. 12.5 grams of the carbs in maple syrup are complex sugars, and so it's a little bit better for you. It also has a lower glycemic index, which means it's slightly less likely to jack up your blood sugar. Glycemic index goes from 0 to 100. Honey is at 58 and maple syrup is at 54. So again, the numbers aren't really that different, but when it comes down to choosing healthier options, sometimes it's going to be close like that. So whatever you have on hand or whatever you prefer. I know some people don't like the flavor of maple syrup, so you would want to go with honey, but I'm going to use maple syrup today. And then with the dates, those aren't something that I use very often, so I did a little bit of research on them as well. Dates are really rich in antioxidants, just like the chia seeds. They promote a healthy gut biome, so all of the healthy bacteria, if you take a probiotic or a prebiotic, or if you drink a lot of kombucha, then you have at least some type of understanding about the importance of the bacteria that lives in your gut. Dates are really helpful for that, and they are also rich in minerals that help support healthy bones. So in our food processor, we're just going to throw everything together and mix it up. So we're going to throw half a cup of our rolled oats. We go ahead and throw in our dates. I kind of just want them closer to the blade so that they'll get chewed up a little bit easier. Go ahead and put the chia seeds, chocolate chips, and then the peanut butter. Scoop this one out. You don't have to use peanut butter. This one, the flavor is peanut butter chocolate chip, so I'm using peanut butter. But you could just as easily use sunflower butter, almond butter. If you're allergic to peanuts, there's also a really tasty option. It's made from, I think it's made from peas. So it's like pea protein peanut butter that tastes really good. It's a little bit more expensive, but if you can't eat normal peanut butter, it tastes really similar. Then we'll do a tablespoon of our sweetener, whether it's maple syrup or honey. We also need half a tablespoon of water. It's a little bit more than half. Okay. And the last but not least, we're gonna take a 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon. Just to add to the flavor and the smell. All right, all of this is in our food processor. I'm gonna blend it all together until it looks nice and smooth. After this is all blended up, we're gonna ball it up. So if you have an ice cream scoop or anything like a melon ball or something that shape, that'll be really helpful here. I'll check back in after all of this is blended together. All right, the energy balls have sat in the fridge for 30 minutes now. They're nice and firm and cold. Mine made about 7, but you can see a couple of them are really little. That's probably why. We're just gonna take one. I think I want, no, one's fine. We're gonna take it, see how it tastes. I wanna see what the inside looks like. Okay, it really looks just like a granola bar. It tastes really good. That's really, really good. That was super easy to make, really delicious. I think I'll keep that recipe in the books. Good for breakfast, good for a snack, whatever you need it for. As always, I'll calculate the macros and put those down in the description below. I will link the recipe so you can see all of the other flavor options. If you try any of the other ones, please let me know how it goes. I'd love to know if they taste good too. But yeah, come back next week. We're gonna make lunch again. Until then, like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you don't miss out when I post again. And I'll see you next time.